But I've got a solution to this problem. I want to raise money now to privately bus these so-called asylum seekers to the Hamptons in New York, or maybe Martha's Vineyard. And I would hope that our liberal counterparts will welcome them all in with open arms. We may have to build bigger schools in East Hampton or Bridgehampton or Southampton, Long Island. We'd have to build bigger schools in Edgartown, Massachusetts as well. But the rich and famous live there, so I'm sure they can afford it, right? They will need more hospitals and police too, but again, they'll be just fine. So the Biden administration announced that in 4 days, they are going to let 25,000 asylum seekers into the United States. This will overwhelm states like Texas, my home state, Arizona, New Mexico too. But Joe Biden has no regard for these states. He's pandering to Washington insiders. He is one, for crying out loud. He is beholden to the radical left that wants illegal aliens turned into more Democrat voters. Joining me now, former White House advisor for the Trump administration and host of America First on Salem Radio, our good friend, Dr. Sebastian Gorka. Dr. G, what do you think of my plan? Martha's Vineyard and the Hamptons.
Count me in for $1,000. I'll buy $1,000 worth of bus tickets to the Hamptons.
I'm writing it down right now.
Absolutely. Look, this is the insanity of the Biden administration. First things first. Every administration gets a crisis and gets challenged. For Bush Jr., it was 9/11. For us, it was ISIS. The crisis that is around the corner are the caravans of illegal immigrants coming across the border who have been told Biden is going to amnesty them.
Republicans are crying foul, saying a crisis is already brewing at the border.
Here with his perspective, Center for Immigration Studies Senior National Security Fellow Todd Bensman. Todd, thanks for being here. Look, to a lot of Americans, this is simply a news story, but to the men and women trying to secure our border, what does this change in policy mean for their day-to-day lives? And they're trying to do their job of securing our border.
Really, what this does is it creates a powerful suction for mass migration. All of the conditions are in place for thousands and thousands of migrants to want to come to the United States. Look, this is the oldest game in the book, to claim asylum just so that you can get inside the country and stay and live illegally perpetually forever.
I recently had former CBP Commissioner Mark Morgan on my show, America First, and he used these words. He said, these caravans are petri dishes of disease and coronavirus. These people are coming into America unfettered when Biden is talking about travel restrictions for Americans traveling to Florida. What's going on here, Grant? This is insanity. And let's be clear, this is personal to me. My parents were real refugees, true asylum seekers. My father was liberated from a political prison and ended up in a refugee camp. These people aren't asylum seekers. The international law is very clear. Asylum is for those who would be killed for political, ethnic, or other reasons back home. These are economic illegal immigrants. And the fact that they've stood down eyes means that these people, you know, Grant, these people are going to come across the border and they are just going to disappear into America.
This is all political. So he's opening the border. He's letting illegals pour in. They're not doing any COVID testing, but yet he wants to potentially make you take a test if you just get on an airplane and fly from one American city to the next.
A lot of people not really digesting that thought well.
Of course, this catch and release program, we've already seen it. It doesn't work. And you know what's amazing? You mentioned 9/11. George Bush didn't create the 9/11 problem, but here you have Joe Biden actually creating his own crisis. Everything this man is doing, Dr. G, seems to be like it's going to create a crisis.